to continue that now Avraham is what Noah was born, that's where we were. And then Noah and the different generations, there was another generation that they realized that okay, they could build bricks, they could grow up, they wanted to go up and fight God. They didn't want the world to be destroyed again. So one thing is that as far as they were very united, that they were all together in their zealousness, I guess, to attack God. That's one of the reasons why God didn't destroy them. God likes unity, um, and he just changed their names and he exiled and since they didn't change their names, he changed their languages, and since they had different languages, they weren't able to communicate together one another to continue building the things, and the whole project fell apart. Then we go, the continues. I don't have a chumash in front of me. I'm just doing this. Then it continues that Avraham Avinu is born. Um, there's a famous midrash that says he's the first one, the first monotheism. He's the first one that realized that there's only, obviously Noah knew there was a God. Adam knew there was a God. There were plenty of people that knew there was a God. Adam Harishon was really the first person who took the knowledge that he knows there's one God and he really spread it to the world. He went out into the world and he told people there's one God. He would invite them into houses, that he had a tent that had four doors on all each side, that people could come in and people could eat. And he did chesed because he said to himself that, the way of God is chesed, is kindness and hospitality, Gemilas Chasadim, and we want to emulate God, we want to be godlike, and so that's what Avraham Avinu went out to the people, and they did. The people at the time worshipped the sun; they worshipped all sorts of avodah zarah, and he said to them, listen, if you want, when people wanted to thank him for the food that he gave him, they said, no, don't thank me, thank the God who's up in heaven, and that's how he started to makare people. And there's a famous medrash as well. He grew up in a house of idol worshippers, and then one day he took a bat and he smashed all his father's idols. His father was an idol seller. He smashed off his father's idols except for one, and he put the bat in the father in that one idol's hand. And then when the father came home, the father asked, "Well, what happened?" So Avram said to him, listen, the idol over there, he smashed all the other ones. He got upset. So the father said to him, "What do you mean? The idol can't smash the other things. He's just a rock, some stones." So Avram's like, exactly, like, why are you worshiping him? Yeah, that's so bizarre. And this is how Avram went through his life. And Avram proclaimed to the world that there's one God, and we should only worship one God. And that's why Avram is credited with, bringing the knowledge of one God to the world. And then through Avraham has two sons, Yitzchak and Shmuel. And then it goes through. We'll discuss who are the descendants of each of these. But Avraham is, for the most part, felt as the first monotheist.